Oh man, we made it.
Dude, this is amazing, man.
Yeah, it's a crazy feeling. I never knew the first car that I would ever buy wouldn't even be for myself.
I'm here with one of my top coaching clients, Jason Maxwell, and you're not gonna believe what he's about to do. So you're gonna have to stick around until the end of the video because it is so amazing, so inspiring. But before you see what happens, I want you guys to have Jay take you back in time and tell you his story on how he's built a successful and profitable online business.
Yeah, so I actually kind of fell into becoming an entrepreneur. It's kind of crazy because my mindset was always super small. I grew up in a really small town, 3,500 people, and I grew up really poor actually. When I was 18, I lived in like a 500 square foot, it was a house, but it just felt more like an apartment. And I was living with my dad, my sister, and my brother, so the four of us there. And it was only one bedroom, so my brother had to share a bedroom with my dad. My sister slept on the floor in the hallway, and I slept actually outside in a tent in the backyard. So I grew up with nothing. So I went away to university just because I knew I had to get out of that small town. I knew I wanted more, but I didn't know what I wanted. So I went away to university and I really got into fitness and I became passionate about it. But I went to school for aerospace engineering and I was like top 3 in my class, doing really well. And then I graduated and I had all these professors coming up to me and they're like, hey man, can you become my graduate student? I want you to be my master's student. And I just said no to all of them and they're like, so what are you gonna do? And I said, I'm gonna be a personal trainer. So I went away to become a personal trainer, didn't go into the industry, and my mom thought it was crazy. She was like, you're nuts, like you have this amazing degree, why are you gonna go be a personal trainer? I was making $16 an hour, but I knew it was my passion. And I started writing about it online and I started building a following, and I had all these people coming up to me being like, you gotta release a program, and I didn't know how to release a program, so I just put one out there and then crickets. I didn't make my first sale for like 3 months, I think. But then when I made that first sale, I was outside and I came home and I checked my ClickBank and I saw that first sale, and then that's when my mind changed. I was like, you know what? I can make this work. So then I started working hard, started researching it, and I quit my job as a trainer and I moved halfway around the world to this little country called Malta, living in the Mediterranean. And it was amazing, and I built up my business there. But I still had that small mindset, where I was like, okay, if I can just make like 60 or 70,000 a year, but I live in this country where the cost of living is lower, I can live like a millionaire on like a really small paycheck, small salary. I lived in the Mediterranean for 3 years, and then I came back and I met Vince. And Vince was like, dude, you can do whatever you want. He expanded my mind, because I had that, that poor ass mindset, that low income family mindset, that if I could just make like 6 figures a year, I'd be happy with my business. But Vince is like, you know what? It's the same amount of work to make 6 figures a year as it is to make 7 figures a year. He opened up my eyes to a world that I never thought even existed, and now I'm putting it into reality. The past 2 years, I've just been writing a book, but I had no idea how to monetize this book. I just knew that I wanted to write something, but I always kept putting it on the back burner and just doing all these other projects and spreading myself thin. But Vince was like, no, work on this book, get it out. So it only took me a few months actually, and here it is in my hands. So it's insane to feel this and like listen to the sounds of the pages, and just knowing that now I want to sell 100,000 copies of this book. I know that I want to sell 100,000 copies, and I know how I'm going to do that. And it's a liberating feeling. Oh man, we made it.
Dude, this is amazing, man.
Yeah, it's a crazy feeling. I never knew the first car that I would ever buy wouldn't even be for myself.
Beautiful. I'm gonna put all that stuff together here. I've already got your insurance, bill of sale, contract, promise sheet, and your safety. So everything that you need. Looks good. That is for you, sir.
Dude.
You are free to go.
Thank you so much.
No, thank you. Hey,
this is amazing.
Thank you very much. I appreciate your business.
Yeah, my dad's gonna freak out. It's gonna be insane.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Make sure you take a video so I can see his reaction.
Okay, I will.
All right?
I appreciate you letting us in on your life and sharing this with us, man.
Yeah, I was gonna do this anyway, so the fact that we got it on camera was just amazing. Like, I can't wait to give this to my dad. It's gonna change his life, man.
Yeah, you know what, and that's what this is all about, right? People see the cars in terms of like the life, the fantasy life you're living, but at the end of the day, if it's not impacting the people that you love the most, what's the point?
Yeah, well, that's like the motivation. Like, I know what I want to do, and the reason I want to do it is so I can, you know, help out, you know, my family and, you know, my future family, generational wealth, like all that stuff. And to be honest, I never really thought it was possible until you kind of like opened up my mind to it. They always say you can't pick your parents, but you can pick your mentors. You can pick your coaches. So I picked Vince. I can pick who I want to look up to, and Vince is my guy that I look up to. So not only did Vince change my mindset, but he also, you know, looked at the gaps in my business, and he's putting me on this path, helping me to get to where I want to be. Because now I always had a vision, but now I have the path to get to that exact vision, which is like, it's an unbelievable feeling.
Fear is the path to freedom, right?
Yeah, you're the one who taught me that, and I'm living that today. It's crazy.
Enough faking a life that you're not really owning, all right? You can't fix what you fake, and you can't conquer what you don't confront. If you guys want to have a bigger life, you guys have to charge into this. All these guys had a little fear in their gut, and that's okay, all right? So click the link below, apply. You and I will jump on the phone to see if you're a good fit for our 7-figure mastermind. And if you are, we're gonna get you into the room, and then we're gonna give you your marching orders so that you can take your business and your life to the next level. Do it right now.